Alright, let's give Sunday's daily puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called Blinding the Defense. It's white to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright, so I see a couple checks out the gate. Got this one, got this one, this one. Seems like all three of those lose my knight. So we got a pawn that's about to promote. Maybe that's the point of the puzzle. Can I deflect this rook somehow? Oh, okay. So maybe that's why this would be good. So this doesn't lose my knight because if the rook takes, then I queen. So if I go here, I think the rook can't take that. So maybe that's interesting. Maybe I start there. Here. So the king could go here, here, or here. So here, here. I do have another check. I could go here. It would be cooler if I could maintain my ability to go to this square and fork the king eventually. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Fork the rook. Like this rook is the only thing preventing this pawn from promoting, so I feel like it must have to do with that. And I feel like I want to keep my knight on the board, which still makes me think that this move is interesting. But I feel like I want to get to this square and get the king onto this square. Like that's where my thought process is after this puzzle right now. But alright, this, and then like it would suck if the king was here and I just couldn't access the square to fork it. But there are two moves for the king. I'm stuck on this move. I'm going to try and calculate this a little more because it seems interesting that the rook can't take it. And I really don't feel like either of these rook checks are doing anything because my knight just gets lost and then it seems like I'm just going to lose the pawn shortly after. I could be wrong, but alright, so here. I do have another check with the knight. I could go here and the king could continue coming towards me and I could check again. I don't know. Like none of these moves are forward. The king has a ton of moves, which makes me think that this line isn't working at all. Because like after either one of these moves, or certainly after this move, if I just keep giving checks, the king's coming out into the open, and then he can just move in any direction. So that seems impossible. All right, what else could I do? I'm not seeing this immediately, so maybe I get away from it. I feel like it must be a fork. It's got to be a fork. I must have to like pull this rook away from the pawn. Alright, if I go here, I'm attacking the knight and protecting the pawn. Is that cool? So I protect the pawn, attack the knight. If I lose my knight, I take the knight. I'm threatening to take this pawn. And the rook can't take that or else I'm queening. Maybe it has something to do with that. Here, like none of these moves are forced again, so I don't really like this either, but if the king takes, I take the knight. The king just steps back and protects the pawns and all is well, right? I don't think that works. I do kind of like this move, though. I lose my knight, take the knight. Nope, not seeing that working. This loses the knight. Sundays are always hard. It's got to be one of the ideas I've already said, I feel like. But there's nothing forcing about this puzzle. Even the checks leave options. How do I draw this rook away from this pawn? That's gotta be the idea. Could I do this and then this? Check. Check here. Here. And no, then my knight just gets taken. Here. Wait. Here. Here. But if the king went here. Wait, so here. 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 Oh, wait, the king can't even go there. Wait, this is way more forcing than I was giving it credit for. The king can't go here, so the king has to go here if I go here. So maybe I continue following this line. Alright, so here. I can give one more check with the knight. And then the king has a million options, and I'm in the way of my rook. I feel like if I can get to a place where the king is on the 6th rank, and like if I could give this move and the knight wasn't here, so that's like a lot of conditions, then the rook would be drawn over. Is one of the things I'm thinking about. I feel like this must be the first move. Is this the first move? If I'm wrong, then I just don't really have any idea what I'm doing here. I just got to see if I'm on the right track. Okay, so it wasn't that. Was it this? Nope. Okay, I just had no idea then. Is it any of the checks? No. Okay, do I just queen? Probably not. Maybe. Is there like some reason that I could fork the rook if it was up here? No. Okay. So I just immediately sacrifice the rook. Now do I do this? Huh. Okay, so I'm going to be able to fork the rook down here. Oh, I just block it. Wow. I wasn't getting there, I don't think. Oh, maybe I could have, though. That wasn't... Ah, man, okay. Why? Oh, I'm about to get mated. Holy crap. So what do I do? I have to move my king towards the rook, probably. No, I can just queen. Wow. Okay. All right, let's run this back. So I've got 3 checks in the puzzle, I think. That this one, and this one. And it kind of seems like all 3 of them lose my knight. Because if either of the rook checks, then the king can take my knight. And if I move here, it seems like the rook can take my knight. But the rook can't take my knight. The rook is stuck defending this pawn that's about to queen. So I can actually give this check, and the king only has 1 move. It has to move here. And that doesn't really look very interesting initially. I know I can give another check of the king, and then the king can kind of move wherever it wants. And those 2 checks look pretty innocuous, pretty unimportant. But after these 2 checks, my knight can hop to here. And the idea there is that this knight, if this rook was on this square, then I'd be blocking its view of the pawn. So what I do first is sacrifice my rook. If the rook wants to continue protecting the pawn, it has to take. And after the rook takes, I have these 2 checks that force the king here. Then it doesn't matter where the king moves now because I can hop in front of this rook, which is super annoying because the rook can't see the pawn anymore, and I'm going to queen. Black finds this nice tactic, and it would be really crappy to lose on queening here because you get checkmated. But all you have to do is just move out of the checkmate threat, and then black can't really do anything anymore. You're going to get the rook, and the rook's going to have to move at some point, and then you're just going to make a queen. I can make a queen right now. That's the puzzle. Tough one. Tough one. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.